Welcome to seminar number 2, Generating Positive Energy. My name is Carla Fisher. I'm in Student Success Services and I will be going through the seminar with you today. I hope you enjoy it. The next slide is going to be a slide about 12 minutes with a gentleman named Shawn Achor who talks about happiness. I figured it would be appropriate for this type of seminar. So enjoy, and I will be with you shortly after that. Okay, so hopefully you got to see that and enjoy it. And you'll see how I wrap that in with the things that we'll be talking about. I decided that in order to talk about generating positive energy, we're going to talk about the mind, the body, and the spirit. In order to understand how to generate positive energy, one needs to be able to incorporate ways to take care of oneself through their mind, through their body, and their spirit. Mind you, all of these things, I could each have, segments on this. So it being all in one, I'm going to try to wrap it up really quickly. Hopefully you get information that will be helpful to you in that way. What we're going to do right now is we're going to do what's called a check-in. Okay, to see where you're at, to see how you're feeling. So just to yourself or somebody who might be in the room with you, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the happiest, 1 being not feeling well at all, where are you right now? And you'll understand as we go along. Okay, so with that, I'm going to also be sharing some pictures with you. I figured as long as we're generating positive energy, one of those ways is to relax, look at pretty pictures. A lotus flower is being one of those. So that's why I have that there. The first one I'm going to talk about is the mind. Now, as you can see here are some different things that are discussed when dealing with the mind, and that is our mind is very powerful, and the way that we create things sometimes in our world on the exterior is from the interior. The way that we can take care of that is something through mind power called visualization. It's used in businesses. It's used with athletes. They might not always call it visualization, but for instance, marketing companies, when they get together and they're trying to come up with a marketing plan for something, that's a visualization. Athletes, for instance, Tiger Woods, visualizing the court, or not the court, but the area in which he's going to play. I'm not a golfer, as you can tell, but understanding that, having a visualization of how he's going to be able to shoot the type of shots he wants to be able to win. Your thoughts can help you get and attain something or distract you from something. So it's very important to keep that in mind when trying to generate positive energy. You can keep your mind on something negative or positive. It's like, is your glass half empty or half full? You choose how you're going to see something. It can be used anywhere, and however it's most effective is where you can use it, whether it be in relationships, in your careers, or in school setting. Mind you, in your academics. Some ways about creative visualizations, and I'm talking specifically about that because with visualization, it's a powerful tool. Some of you have heard about, like it was a big thing in the early 2000s called The Secret. They talked about creative visualizations in that. They said that with a lot of creative visualization, people were able to come to attain their dreams that they wanted. So, for instance, how does it work? It's based on the subconscious. It changes your mindset. So I'm sure that you have all experienced something in that degree. I've had things occur in my life where I will see myself in something and experience myself doing something, and I keep being positive that that's going to happen for me, and lo and behold, it does. And I have a feeling that you might have had that experience with coming to Full Sail. You wanted it, you saw yourself doing it, and you're doing it. Okay? That energy is through your thought, and it's very powerful that way. You can do a vision board, which is on a poster board, and you cut out pieces of pictures or ideas or whatever, write stuff down, and you look at it on a consistent basis. You can have that as your wallpaper, having different things in there that might be visually good for you to see. Now, when I say about visualization, we're talking good stuff, positive stuff, helpful to you in your life. Okay, if you have negative thoughts, that's where the limited circle comes in, because you're not allowing yourself to be open. So if you're always saying, it's not going to happen, nothing ever good happens my way, I'm doomed, whatever, you're not going to be able to get that promotion that you wanted at work, or whatever it might be that you're seeking to accomplish. Or for instance, I'm not going to pass this class. If you change the way that you see yourself being in it, you will then go ahead and be able to attain it. So remembering to visualize. The next slide, I think some of you will remember this character, but the reason that I show it is for one basic reason. As children, we all have done creative things to be able to visualize. This young man is a great example of that. Enjoyed Ralphie. The next one is again one of those positive, nurturing pictures, and I'm sure some of you are aware of this. This is called the chakra system. No, I'm not talking about that right now. That could be a whole conversation in itself. However, wanting you to be aware that with the chakra system is this whole understanding that people have been wanting to understand and get to a place of generating positive energy in their life. And with this system, they say that there's 7 chakras that can help you get to a place in the top area of your head where you will find yourself at peace and able to live your life in a more harmonious and, well, good place. So it's something that you, if you're interested, to explore, but just again, to have you have an understanding that this is centuries old. It's been something that human beings have been striving to do for many, many years. Your body. As you can see here, there's different pictures of what people experience when they're stressed. I'm going to talk about stress in relationship to the body, because stress definitely can cause our physical body to not behave the way it is best suited. It might seem normal, but it might not be natural. Okay, so like for instance, the lady with the gray hair, stress can definitely do it. My husband has caused my gray hair, or at least I blame him for it. Pulling out your hair, you know, jaw stuff can be caused by stress. You know, I've met people who, because they have, you know, stress at work, they'll clench their jaw, they'll have jaw pain, which will radiate into their head, which will cause them to have headaches. So that definitely can be related to the inability to feel positive. Fight or flight. As you can see in these pictures, we'll either put up our dukes, we'll go ahead and take care of something, fight it, take care of whatever or whoever we need to, or we'll choose to get the heck out of Dodge. Maybe not have these really cool sneakers that fly, but finding a way to be able to take care of a stressful situation. Some people don't even do fight or flight, they just sort of freeze and they don't do anything. Okay? But most of the time, somehow we're doing it. Flight doesn't mean that you have to leave a situation. It just means sometimes that you just aren't there. Or fighting doesn't mean physical, but it could be even mental or verbally fighting. But this definitely can cause stress. And how that does is because your adrenaline goes up, you're having to have all these different chemicals going on that are having you deal with physiologically with the stress that you might be experiencing. Some physical symptoms of stress. Well, you could have stuff going on. Stuffing might be too much. You could have GI issues, which is gastrointestinal issues. You know, as a kid, you're like, oh, my tummy hurts, I have to take an exam, I don't feel well. You might do that as an adult even. Sometimes and that's why great things like Alka-Seltzer or different products like Tums are really effective, because sometimes stress will cause one to feel uncomfortable. It might be that we say it's the food we ate or whatever, but sometimes it's just plain and ordinary stress. Headaches, lots and lots of people I know, the way that their body deals with stress in their lives is by headaches. And maybe you've experienced that. Sometimes to the point where it gets to be so bad that you get migraines. Okay? Sometimes migraines have nothing to do with stress. It's just, again, part of, life experience. But more frequently than not, what I have seen is headaches are caused because of stress. Hyperventilation, it's not where you're not breathing at all, or not breathing like that, like if you're in labor, but literally you're not taking the natural normal breaths. You're breathing a little bit quicker in a situation because maybe you're trying to calm down, which is good that you're trying to calm down, but you're not doing it in a rhythmic way to help yourself release the stress. Bladder infections, they've noticed that with a lot of academic people who are in school, women especially, they experience bladder infections. Cold and sinus, anybody relate to that? Well, you can blame it on the change in weather, which can definitely be to blame, or sometimes notice the pattern of when those sinus or cold come on, and that could be purely related to stress. Fibromyalgia. Some of you might be going, I know what that is, and some of you might not. Fibromyalgia is a fairly new and recent in the world of the medical world diagnosis. Probably within the last 30 to 40 years has it really come up as, oh, there's somebody with fibromyalgia. Much more so now. You've seen commercials for it. You've seen ads for it in magazines. Lots of things saying of how you can take care of it by these meds. But basically what happens is the body has a reaction to stress, and it will then shut down in some ways. The nerves are not working. You feel fatigued. You might start out thinking you have the flu, but it might last for a month. It might be that the doctor is not even aware of it. Sometimes doctors are, and they will then go ahead and say, let's go ahead and do some testing to see if you do have fibromyalgia. It is not a death sentence. It can just be very uncomfortable, sometimes disabling. But what it does is it causes you to feel fatigued and achy and tired and like sore in your muscle tissue, However, there are meds and there are other ways to take care of yourself, like sleeping enough sometimes would be helpful. I bring it up because sometimes there are doctors who aren't familiar with it and can misdiagnose it at that time. So, when you are feeling some stress, some helpful ways, some simple ways to remind yourself, and maybe you want to take these and put it, on a Word doc and print it out and put it somewhere in your house or your office, but reminding yourself to ask yourself these questions. Is it really worth getting upset over? Is something really that dreadful that you really can't take care of it and you have to get so upset over it? Is it worth upsetting others? Is it really worth your time to upset somebody else? To have, you might be uncomfortable, but then causing someone else to be uncomfortable too. Is it that important? Don't we get upset sometimes and stressed about something and it's really not that important? Something to look at. Is it that bad? Sometimes when something is going on, you might go, God, it's terrible. Somebody else might be able to make you aware, really? Look at it. No one's dying. No one's bleeding. It's not that bad. Is it the situation irreparable? All right, so you might have just had midterms and didn't fare as well as you'd like, but you know what? There's still time to take care of it by the projects you have to do, some of the quizzes you might have, the final paper, the final exam, whatever. So instead of looking at it as doomsday, what can I do to go ahead and repair it? And then the last one is it really your problem? So you might have a loved one or a coworker or a friend who is going through some issues, and they come to you with it, and lo and behold, you start getting stressed. And you're feeling like your life isn't that bad. I mean, there's a regular day-to-day stuff, but not really terrible. So you start questioning what's going on. It might be that you're taking on somebody else's problem instead of just hearing it, but taking it on. So you really have to sometimes question that and go, is it really that it's my problem, or is it somebody else's? And looking at that. So again, you might want to use this as a basis to look at things in your own life. So what are some things you can do to help your body? Well, there's aerobic exercise, there's stretching, there's balance. Balance meaning maybe, doing some stretching and trying to, move yourself in a correct way. I think some of you might be equating it with a form of exercise, which we will talk about in a minute. Strength building, going ahead and strengthening your muscle tissue, not necessarily lifting weights so that you become a bodybuilder, but strengthening your body in some way. Deep breathing can be extremely helpful when you're stressed. Good nutrition, what might be good for me might not be for you. Everyone's got a different approach to how their nutrition best suits them. So being aware, well, if I have a clementine as opposed to this Snickers, though I really want the Snickers, which one is going to be the better for me? The clementine is. And then the last one, and I know that's a difficult one for you guys here at Full Sail, but that is the whole thing called sleep. For you onliners, there's a lot going on in your lives, family, work, things in that situation. But sleep, they have found, study after study, if you get the amount of sleep that your body requires, which for most people is about 7 hours in total. Okay, some people need less, some people need more, but the average is 7. I definitely know that last night, after a very busy week, it was very nice to have a solid sleep. Okay, my week isn't over yet, but it was busy at the beginning, and so it's nice to just have slept well last night. That keeps me able to function. So the things to be aware of is trying to incorporate this. I'm not saying to do this every day, but just even to do it a little bit. A great book called Brain Rules by John Medina. He talks about this very issue, that we need to, in order to help our brains function, we need to do some of these things, like aerobic exercise, stretching, balancing. Walking is a great one. It doesn't require lots of strain on the body. So walking might be something to consider, even if it's in the mall. Now, mind you, retail therapy is also helpful, but I'm not suggesting that. So as you can see, this woman is doing something called the downward facing dog. It's part of yoga. And as in the slide previous, I talked about stretching, balancing. Remember that? Strength building, exercise, or aerobic. Yoga is one of those forms of exercise or movement that can benefit in that way. It can do all of those. There's different types of yogas. Go ahead if you don't know much about it and explore. There's something called Bikram yoga, which is done in a room that's 104 to 110 degrees. Very, very hot. And sometimes you have militant people, so you might be in that class and asked to do that posture for 2 to 5 minutes, depending on who it is. So it can definitely be strength building, because I want to see who can do that for 5 minutes without feeling like they're strengthening their body. But, yoga, they have found, and again, it's one of those age-old forms of movement that they have found helps in so many variety of ways. So I definitely say, try it. It's not for wimps, but it can be for wimps if need be. There's so many varieties of yoga. It's something that I find has been incredibly helpful in my life and many other people. In yoga, it's just one thing after another. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, author unknown, but it really doesn't matter who it was. the truth of the matter is yoga's basis is, yes, movement, but the biggest movement that they're really wanting people to focus on is the breathing one. So to breathe through something is vital. To be able to go ahead, take full breaths is really important in understanding what one needs to do to take care of their bodies. Okay. Some helpful information about breathing. Maybe you already knew this, maybe you didn't. I'll give you some insight. Your body requires about 88 pounds of oxygen on a daily basis. You take approximately 21,600 breaths a day. Now these are, again, just averages. 70% of the body's waste is eliminated through the breath. No, it's not bad breath. We take in oxygen, we release carbon monoxide, or is it dioxide? Sorry, carbon dioxide. It's a waste to us, but not to our fellow creatures here on Earth, namely plants. The lungs' main function is purification. What do you do when you're breathing? You're purifying. Your lungs are helping you purify your body. So remembering to breathe is very important. So what I want to do now is I want us to be very focused on breathing just right now. And that is going ahead and look at these pictures. When you see a flower or you go to smell a flower, you smell it through your nose. When you blow out a candle, through your mouth. I want us to be conscious that yes, we're going to do that, but we're going to start with the diaphragm. A student the other day reminded me that in order to breathe, we have to breathe deeply and through our diaphragm area. So if you can, sit up, stand up, whatever is most helpful to you, and then go ahead and visualize. This is where we're going to do some visualization. Visualize the favorite flower of yours, and then the ability to blow out a candle. So visualize taking a deep breath in through our diaphragm, and releasing and blowing out a candle. Taking in a deep breath in. And one more time. And releasing. Okay. So, there's another way you can do it. Sometimes fun, sometimes can freak people out. And I'll just tell you that when you take that deep breath in, when you're releasing, you go ahead and make a noise. Ha! It's a great release. Try it. It might freak out your kids, your husband, your mate, your wife, your coworkers, the people on the highway, people in the subway with you. But again, it's a way to expel some of that negative energy. All right? You enjoyed that, didn't you? All right. Now, I want to ask you again, how are you feeling? On a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being really pretty bad, 10 being pretty okay. Where are you? I will let you know that for me, I've definitely jumped 2 points up. Even though I've been having a pretty good day here at work, I've been able to go ahead and feel much better right now. So it's important to look at that. Taking deep breaths can change the way that one feels. Just being aware to breathe. You might have remembered when you've been in a bad situation. Somebody might have said to you, remember to breathe. And you might have not even realized that you stopped breathing. Remember to breathe. Spirit. I don't go into a long topic on this. I just want to bring up that with spirit, it can cover so many things. Okay? But I want to give the understanding that with spirit, it could be something as simple as meditation. It could be going to church, to the synagogue, to temple, whatever works best for you. Some people, they find that they connect spiritually by taking walks in nature or going out and, being in nature, even if it's not taking a walk, sitting somewhere and really enjoy natural beauty. All right. As you can see here, the first thing I show is a woman that we pretty much will assume she is meditating. Okay. Meditation can definitely help one be connected spiritually. Meditation can be in forms like this. I would never be able to stand up again after I did that. It could be in lying down posture, it could be sitting, or it could be a thing called walking meditation. Yes, there is such a thing. Some of you might have already been conscious of it or doing it, but walking meditation is really great, at least I think so, because it has helped me so that instead of thinking of going to a place and not even being right here, right now, when I'm moving, then I am actually at my destination. And the helpful mantra that you can do if you want to try this is putting your right foot down saying, I have arrived, your left foot down saying, I am home, right foot saying, I have arrived, left foot saying, I am home. Doing that. So even though you're going to a location that you need or want to be, if you're focused on saying those words, you will find that you actually might feel more aware, conscious, relaxed. All right, so what is spirit? It's a vital principle or animating force within living beings. It's your thinking, your motivating, your feeling part. It's your consciousness. And back to that breath thing. In Latin, it means breath. Okay, with it being this animating force, remember that when you've lost a person you've loved or an animal, you have a sense that you have lost something, but it isn't because of their physical presence, though part of that is definitely there. It's who or what they were to you, their energy, the force of them. Okay, that's what you miss. So being conscious that we are that, all of us. And in being that, we all have a piece to play in each other's lives. So, if you can, think about something called the butterfly effect. And what that means is, no, not the movie, but what that means is when you are doing whatever you do on a daily basis, your spirit connects with others. And your spirit will therefore have an energetic effect on somebody else. And because of that, just like thoughts are energy, your spirit is energy too. So we are energy. And so when doing that, maybe to have more of a consciousness to generate positive energy. The butterfly effect is just one, and it is a scientifically proven fact, by the way. You can look it up. It has been proven. At first it was poo-pooed, but then they realized it really happens. So then one thing affects another, affects another. We have that as human beings. You've noticed it in whether it be school, in your academics, whether it be at work, whether it be at home. The effects of one person can affect many other people. Okay? As great leaders of the world, their behaviors have affected many other people. The people that were behind that great leader affected them, which affected others. It's important to know that we have that type of energy wherever we are in our lives. All right, so positive energy. Okay, what do we do to get positive energy? And you guys probably already were thinking of this, but in creating positive energy, one of the most helpful things is laughter. Okay, as you can see, these people, yes, Snoopy to me as a person, it's very important to smile, to laugh. Okay, and I would not think that doing a seminar on generating positive energy, if I didn't talk about that, I feel like I would be doing you injustice. Okay, so positive energy and laughter. What are some things about laughter? Well, it helps you feel more alive. It helps you solve problems. It helps you connect with others. Don't you like it when you're able to do that? Can renew relationships. They found that sometimes with long-term relationships, laughter has been the way that people have been able to stay together. It can boost your immune system. It can cause endorphins to be released. It can protect your heart. When you're laughing in a very healthy way because you want to, not because someone's forcing you to, when you're laughing in a way that feels good, guess what? You've got blood flowing. Your heart is a muscle, and when it has that, for good reason, the endorphins start going and the blood starts circulating. Laughter is vital in that way. And as I'm talking about it, I'm sure you all can think about that. Laughter, though, some people say when you get tickled, you stop breathing. But actually, when you're laughing, what you can consciously, well, you can't do it very consciously when you're really laughing, but you are taking in more breaths because you're bringing in that life energy. Okay, it can relax your body. One of the things they found is that when people laughed for a good solid 5 minutes, 45 minutes later, they're still feeling the effects of the laughter. They're still experiencing feeling good. So it's something you might want to consider doing sometime soon. Positive stuff. What are some positive stuff? Well, smiling. Simple smile. Maybe you've done this with your kids lately, or maybe you've seen your kids do it, or maybe you remember when you were a kid. But having somebody in front of the other, seeing who would be the loser first before they'd smile and then laugh. Okay? Fun exercise and a great way to bring positive energy into something. Count your blessings. We go through things in our lives and sometimes we need to be reminded to count our blessings. So when I've had maybe something not so good happening for me, sometimes it might be somebody outside or myself reminding me, even if it's to write 5 things down that I am blessed to have. I have a house, I have a car, I eat, whatever it might be. It can shift the way, again, that mind energy, the way you might be living, okay? When you hear laughter, move towards it, guys. Find ways to make yourself lighter. Spend time with fun and playful people. Bring humor into conversations. Sometimes, we're so serious as adults. Lighten up. Why do angels fly? Because they take themselves so lightly. Because they don't have that heaviness about them. So do the same for yourself sometimes. Just allow yourself to laugh a little more. Enjoy life a little more. Get connected to people. Ways to laugh. Small font, but just different ideas, okay? You can probably think of some on your own. Play with a family pet. Play with your kids. Watch a funny movie. We love doing that. Like sometimes we'll just take a sheet out. We usually eat at the table in my house, but we'll take a sheet out and we'll sit in front of the TV, pop in a movie and watch something and laugh together. We did this about a week ago with the movie Big. Great movie for us to just sit and laugh together. Okay. Do laughter yoga. They use it now a lot in nursing homes or assisted livings. They've found that it's been very helpful, especially with elderly. No, I'm not making this up. Check it out. It really exists. Share a joke, a funny story. Read the funny pages. I was talking to a friend and her husband after work. He gets his can of beer and opens up the funny pages. Go to the bookstore. Even if you can't buy something, go to Starbucks, get yourself something to drink, and look through a humorous book, a book about jokes. Make time for fun activities. Nothing that you're going to go ahead and get competitive with, but something that you'll find fun. Miniature golfing, karaoke, bowling, whatever it might be. Just reminders of how to enjoy yourself. Ways to help yourself. Well, again, going back to laugh at yourself. Don't take yourself so seriously. It's okay. Remember to go ahead and laugh at things rather than get upset with it or bemoan it. Surround yourself with reminders to lighten up. Gosh, isn't that helpful? When in my office, if you ever came to see me, you'd see I have tons of stuff up that helps me remember. Like something I have on a little piece of paper. It says, "I love you more than bacon." Silly, but it's a great reminder just to lighten up. I also have pictures of my kids. That's always helpful. Keep things in perspective. Remember that thing that I said about different questions? Is it really that bad? Is it irreparable? Keep it in perspective. Then once you do that, also then deal with whatever stress you might be having. It's not going to go away. You pretend that it's not there. Just go ahead and take care of it. When you take care of it, you move through it. Pay attention to kids. They're the best examples of how to go about dealing with stuff, aren't they? They get upset and they keep moving, or they laugh, or they smile. You know, if you need to, go on YouTube. There's tons of kids' pictures up there of kids having those moments of like complete meltdowns, and then within the next second, they're happy again. We could do that too. All right, so your mind, your body, and your spirit, all of those, as I've mentioned, have something to do with creating positive energy. Okay? The thing that I want you to be aware of, it doesn't mean you have to be perfect in taking care of the body or the spirit or the mind. We're not perfect. However, doing something throughout your day or your week can help start giving you some balance in your life. When you're feeling unbalanced, try to see where you might be lacking so you can put it into place. Maybe take a walk. Maybe go ahead and read something that's positive in a spiritual sense. Maybe a self-help book or the Bible or whatever you might find to help keep you spiritually grounded. Mind, again, positive thoughts, thinking ways that'll help you. Having, a conversation with somebody to help you be reminded of that too. Okay, so none of this has to be every second, every hour. Sometimes, but in general, just to try to do that in your life. And when you do that, you're going to find that you're able to create more positive energy. Just simply going ahead and doing that. The last thing I want to leave you with is, if you can, do me a favor, go online right after we're done here and find a joke that you know that you can either share with somebody or that you can go ahead and just read to yourself and enjoy it and have a good belly laugh. I think you'll see that it really makes you feel different. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.
The whole thing.